YouTube, what's going on? This preacher. For all y'all who's thinking about becoming an owner-op, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. Now, I did a lot of research before becoming an owner-op when I was with Warner. Yeah, I still got the old Warner shirt. I told you I wear my shirts, man. They're good work shirts, man. They're good work shirts. But anyway, when you're seeing some of these owner ops that telling you, hey, I'm getting 10 miles, $10 per mile and $8 per mile and $6 per mile, you're like, ooh. Listen, that's great for them, okay? Great for them. That's not everybody. Everybody is not out here getting $8 a mile loads, $9 a mile loads. You can't look at what one person is doing because it could be the area that that person is in. Very well could be. I did a video before about the like hiring, when people was talking about, well, go work for this company or you can work for this company. And I showed the map and I showed you where they was hiring from. Each part of the country is different. So it all depends on where you at. It's great that that particular person is getting the rates like that from where they are. And everybody's a rate guru when all the rates is up. But you see how they was complaining before, right, when this virus had hit, right? You see how they was crying and complaining before, even before that, 2018. Everybody can tell you how to get the rates, and they're a master negotiator when rates are high. Everybody good at it. Oh, because I know my lanes and I'm a great negotiator, and everybody tell you all that stuff when rates is high across the board. Okay, but they wasn't getting that all the time. They getting it now. So that's what I mean by when people say do your research, do your research. Just don't look at what somebody is doing now. What was going on the year before and the year before that. Okay, some people will honestly tell you, hey, this is abnormal. Rates are not normally this high. People will tell you that. You know, so don't be so quick to jump and thinking I'm gonna get a truck and I'm gonna be getting rates that's this. No. You look where you trying to run, what you trying to do, and plus you may not run like they run. They may be running overnight, and you don't want to do that overnight. You know, so you never know. Okay, to get some of the rates that I get, I had to run overnight, and let me tell you, boy, woo! Running that like that, man, sometimes it's painful, man. It's really painful. But me coming out of Florida, you know, I got to get what I can get. So when they paying me, you know, $2.20 a mile coming out of Florida, but I have to pick up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and run it overnight to get that $2.25 a mile, well, that's what I do. You know, I do anything it takes for my business. You know, and you got to figure that out. Okay, what am I willing to do to make my business work? Am I going to get the $6 a mile load, $5 a mile load? You don't know. You know, I tell everybody, listen, okay, get some of these load boards. Some of these YouTube truckers got links where you can get a free 30-day trial. Okay, you don't even got to go through none of these YouTube truckers for that. I mean, if you want to give them the kudos for it, okay, you can go straight to that, and that will give you a free 30-day trial yourself. So you don't have to go through a different link or whatever like that. But if you want to do that to help that person out, the YouTube trucker out, hey, go right on ahead. I did it to help a YouTube trucker out. You know, I did it even though I knew that I could go straight through that to do it. You know, but I particularly like that YouTube trucker, and if I can help him out by doing that, hey, so be it. But, you know, and then check the particular lanes that you want to run. Dial that all up in there. you know, and then you could see what the 15-day average was for that lane that you're trying to run. And how are you trying to run? Are you trying to run just Monday through Friday, be off Saturdays and Sundays? Do it matter? Are you planning on staying out 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time? How you planning on staying out? Are you trying to just do a one and done? What are you trying to do? Okay, whatever your business plan or model is and how you plan on running your truck, okay, take that 30 days and act like you actually running that particular thing. And then see what those particular lanes is paying. Like I say, just because one YouTube trucker said he's getting this, and this YouTube, well, where are they running? They may not be running where you run it or what you plan on running. Okay? Like I said, I just run Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. Every once in a while I go to Alabama, depending on what's paying out of Florida going. Okay, and then typically for me, out of Florida, okay, I'm getting about $2.28 to $2.35 a mile. Okay, typically that's what I'm getting. Okay, even with these inflated rates, they don't care in Florida. They know it's a whole bunch of truckers in Florida and they're trying to get out of Florida. They don't care. But I have been working with the same brokers since November. So since I've been working and they know I do a good job, I was able to raise my rate that I was doing if they still wanted me to do the load. And at first they didn't. And then about a week and a half later, 2 weeks later, they emailing me, calling me, and be like, hey, yeah, I got that load available. Yeah, I think we can do that, the $12.50. I think we can do the $12.50 because I get paid like $12.50 for 451 miles. You know, I mean, but they do that because they get another trucker that would do it cheaper, and then the trucker is not able to deliver the freight on time. But with me, they know I'm going to get it there on time. And like I told the broker when he didn't want to give me my $12.50, he was giving me $1,000 before. I the one brought it up to $12.50, but I was getting that load for $1,000 before. It was 451 miles, and it was paying me $1,000 before. And this was during the wintertime. Okay, this is when I first started back in November. I was getting it for $1,000. But I'm like, man, I need more money. Okay, I've been doing this load for you for a while. You know I've been doing it since November of last year. You know I can get the load there on time. I need $12.50 for it. You know, I said the rising cost of fuel and everything, I have to raise my rates up as well. So then, you know, he wasn't feeling it. I said, well, okay, no problem. You change your mind, you know my number, you know my email. And then I had a couple of loads that was paying me $1,300 out of Florida that went to Alabama, that went to South Carolina, you know, and that was just like 500 miles, 508 miles, and things like that. So I still was getting the loads for over $2 a mile. It just was taking me out of the direction of the lane that I like to run. So I had to basically adapt my business to make the money that I wanted. Yeah, I want to run this particular lane, which is just I-95. I want to run that lane, but hey, I had to follow the money because I needed to make a certain amount of money per week, you know. And then I did that for a week and a half, and now he's calling, he's emailing me, and then he want me to do it. And he said, yeah, he could give me the $12.50. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went back to doing my particular lane, but I was doing it for $12.50 now instead of $1,000. And my loads coming back, it's the same thing. You know, I get the loads coming back from North Carolina, paying me $2,500. So just to go up there one day for $12.50 and come back for $2,400, you know, I was doing great. By the end of the week, I'm already at like $6,700, $6,800 by Friday, and I still could decide to do a load. For instance, this Friday, I'm going to deliver 2 o'clock in the morning, and then after I deliver 2 o'clock in the morning, I have a load at 2 o'clock that afternoon, and that delivers Saturday morning at 5 o'clock Saturday morning. Well, that's going that load is paying me $700 to go 248 miles. So I was like, of course, I'm going to do it because I'm going to hop on that. And that load that I added, which is a water load, you know, it puts me up to 75, about 75, almost 76. It was like 75, 95. So you might, but you know, if I say 76, well, it ain't 76. So it's basically $7,500 for the week. Okay, and I only was out spending the night, one night out of the week. I'm home. I'm at Elkton, Florida now, picking up a load that takes me down there to Miami. That pays me $900. It's 370 miles, and it's paying me $900. Okay, but like I say, I do the miles from the time that I move my vehicle. I include all that inside my miles. I can be like, yeah, it's $900 for 370 miles that I have to go for him. Okay, and it's just a day run, right? Then I'm home tonight. Then Tuesday I pick up me a load going up to North Carolina, 1250, and then Wednesday I bring a load coming back, paying me $2,500 coming back. You know, I deliver that. Then I got another water load paying me $900. Then Friday I got another water load paying me $900. You know, and then Sunday I actually picked up another water load on Sunday, and it's right after my 34-hour reset will be over with. Right after. And so that load is paying me $900 too. So, plus I'm still home. So it could be done, but you have to do the work. You know, you have to do the research. You have to get out here and find out what you can do, what you are willing to do for your business. So all this hype about what a load is paying, don't pay it no mind. That's what it's paying that particular person for, what that particular person is doing. You know, for the lane that particular person is running. Every lane is different. You know, every lane is different. I took a load up to Georgia last week, right? To Atlanta, Georgia, from Florida, that paid me $1,500. From Jacksonville to Atlanta, just 500 something miles, and it paid me $1,500. Then I went from Atlanta to South Carolina, a 300-mile load that paid me $1,800. You know, but I had to stay the night in a hotel and stuff. You see, I have a day cab. You know, if I had a sleeper truck, yeah, I'd make a lot more money if I had a sleeper truck, because you know I could do a little bit more things and stuff like that. But so it's possible. You just got to find a particular lane and what you are willing to do. I was willing to stay inside the hotel a little bit more last week, so I was able to do those runs in the interstates. And when you're going from Atlanta to South Carolina, or Atlanta to North Carolina, or North Carolina back to Atlanta, and those loads are paying $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 to go 330 something miles. You know, I stayed inside that market for a week, and then I came back on a load that paid me $2,400. You know, so I looked at that, and that just was grocery carts I got from this place called Hollander. It was Walmart grocery carts that I took down south. Truck full of just grocery carts for a Walmart store. You know, but I stayed inside that market, running back and forth till it was time for me to go home. And I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna pay the $50 a night for the hotel, and that's $150, but I included that inside my prices when I was negotiating. But when you averaging, you know, $15.50 a pop a day, every day, you know, well, why not? I had 4 days of $1,500 each day. And then the last day, 25 coming back. You know, but I decided to stay up there to do that. So it all depends on what you decide to do and what you want to do for your business and what you are willing to do. I can be like, hey, yeah, this is paying me like $4.50 a mile, $5 a mile, $5 a bit. Yeah, but that's for me and for what I was planning on doing. That won't be for everybody, because everybody is not going to run like that. And a lot of people don't want to run like that. So you got to look at the big picture. Do your research. Get on some of these load boards, and just plan you a week. See what, if you pick up here and I go here, and what that would do. Start playing with the load boards, and get a sense of it. So that way you can kind of get a sense of the type of money that you are wanting to make. And maybe you're going to have to switch it up. Maybe that lane won't be for you. Sometimes you got to take a little bit here to get to a hot spot where you're going to make that kind of money. I did that when I first started off. When I first started off, that's what I was doing. I was doing loads for $1.80, $1.85 a mile coming out of Florida, going up to the Georgia or going up to Carolina to get loads paying me $2,000. But I had to take a little bit. But I don't try to do all that and fight all that. I know how much money I need to make by the end of the week. I know how many miles I plan on running throughout that time. So long as I hit that amount of money for the amount of miles that I have done, I'm fine with it. And I'm good to go. And some weeks it's better than others. It really is, for the same amount of miles. I mean, I done $7,700, $7,900, $7,400 off of 2,600 miles in a week. Then I done the same 2,600 miles and got 5,400, 5,500 for the same amount of miles. So it all depends. Who's paying what, when they paying what, when you booking the loads. Are you willing to wait for the loads? It's the other thing. Are you willing to wait? And it's different when somebody have their own authority waiting on the road to when you signed on to somebody. Because when you signed on to somebody, they get a percentage, right? They get a percentage of your money. When you have your own authority, all that money is yours. So if you want to wait out a day for another load that can pay you $3,500, that whole $3,500 is yours. But when you got somebody taking out 20%, 35%, 25%, 30%, the amount of money out of that, and then they got deductions coming out every single week, you got to keep that truck moving compared to when you're on, when you have your own carrier's license, your own motor carrier. You have your own authority. You can wait on that. But somebody else, they may not can't wait. They can't wait. They got to keep moving. Your truck paid off, you can wait a little bit compared to somebody that got a truck payment. You still got to build that account up, no matter what. All right, I've been rambling long enough. But the point is, listen, everybody's not getting these great rates. So you always have to make sure, you do your research and make sure that you can get those type of rates that you're looking for your business model for where you stay at. All right, y'all have a great one.